Hey guys, Brad here, and welcome back to issue 32 of Star Wars Build the Millennium Falcon. It's been a couple weeks since I've really touched anything, primarily because, like, issue 32, I don't think there's really that much to do because we're not going to be gluing anything. We're not going to be painting anything yet. And actually, I took the time and ordered one of these little what is this? Metal Earth Millennium Falcons. So I put this together, and it's really cool. It took about, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 hours to do all of the assembly work, and it's a little bit shaky. But I think for my first time doing one of these, it actually turned out pretty good, and I'm really happy with it. It was a lot of fun, and it was just something else to do while I was waiting for the next months of the Millennium Falcon to come in. The little radar dish, I did kind of screw that up because I put all the top together before I put the radar dish on. So I don't know, I might actually order another one of these and give it another go. But very cool. And it's a nice little model. It's for what it is, it's pretty beefy. But one of the hardest parts here was actually doing the cockpit, and because you have to kind of make a circle out of one side and then bend it in, and I'm still not 100% happy with it. Like, I don't like how it is, but I mean, that's that's about as good as I can get it. But anyway, it's the Star Wars Metal Earth Millennium Falcon. I actually kind of want to buy some more of these kits, like the X-Wings and things like that. But, whoops, I tipped over. Well, I'll worry about that later. So we're going to take a look really quick at what's in issue 32 and then what the parts that we have to look at are, and then we'll kind of see how it all fits together. I don't think we actually do any assembly whatsoever in this episode because here we just have an extra piece of hull plating. We have the back piece of hull plating. Well, kind of where the exhaust vent or exhaust vanes, I guess, go. We've got those little pieces here, and then there's one piece of hull framing, which I don't think we'll be putting in until the next episode. So let's take a quick look at the issue, and we'll go from there. Okay, guys, in this issue, it looks like we've got, let's see, Dooku, Solar Sailor, the history of Mandalore, and we've got some kind of this is like Count Dooku's ship from one of the prequels. We have her shooting at it. History of Mandalore. This is a lot of the stuff that came to light during the Clone Wars series. And we've got information on the sublight drives. Yeah, here's the vanes. We're actually going to be installing just the ones on the bottom. And how those engines work, how the vanes move, I guess, to move the and rotate the Millennium Falcon. And then here, the thrust vector plate assembly. Now, the detailing, it actually tells you we strongly recommend that you do not glue these permanently yet. So we're going to take a really quick look at them. We'll probably put them into position just to kind of see what they look like, but we're not going to actually glue anything, and I'll just put everything back in the bag. Really not much to do. It's going to be a really short episode, I think. But next... well, actually, okay, this is issue 32. Yeah, the next issue will actually have another section of another slice of the pie, if you will, to install, and then just another of the exhaust vane pieces, and then the little what are the little fingers called? The plant-on details. the actuator arms, I guess is what they're called. So we'll have more of those, and then I think issue 34 is basically like this one again. It's just the third piece because there's a side piece. This is the centerpiece, and then another piece to go on the opposite side, and then I think we get into some of the big hull pieces. I think we'll actually have one of the landing gear kind of boxes or squares that comes down and towards the front, and then we'll also have the big underside front piece that that goes with that as well. So I'm going to set this aside, and we will just take a quick look at the parts for this issue. Okay, so here we've got the parts bag for issue 32. Again, not really anything exciting this week. Actually, probably not for the next couple weeks. And month number 9 in general, I think, is not really going to be all that super exciting, but we shall see. So yeah, today is today is November 13th, so Friday the 13th. So hopefully nothing goes wrong in this episode. I've seen a few people actually get their panels, their hull panels with these pieces, these long pieces broken off. I've been very lucky. I haven't had any of that knock-on particle board there. So here we have our first bit of this plating material, the underside there. I think for the underside, once I get this all painted, I think for this underside, I'm probably going to paint it like black, but like a really matte black, because I would think that, you know, since the exhaust is coming out of here, this is all going to char and would turn black eventually anyway. I also found it kind of interesting that we've got each of these separate, like these exhaust vanes that are supposed to move, but there's actually no individual cuts in them. So I'm going to actually do some more research and see if those should actually, be cut across the back or not. That should be pretty easy to fix there if we need to, but I was thinking about that the other day. Here we've got the little plant-on parts, which use my teeth for something, which is probably really bad to do. Yeah, these all have like a little bit of weathering on them, and I don't know if these are all the same length. Are these all the same? Because I think one of these is possibly longer, but possibly not. Maybe it's not this issue where we get the longer one. Because these all seem like they're the same. So, typically, if you just wanted to glue things together right now and not worry about what comes later, you would just glue these each in place, and like that, I guess. And that's essentially what it looks like. The next bit of hull plating would go right here. I'm sorry, the hull framing goes right here. But again, we don't have... Whoops. Let me see if I can move this really quick. Can I move this over? There we go. Yeah, the next piece of hull framework goes right here. But again, we don't have the... the other two pieces, so it's not going to go in until issue 33. So hopefully that gets here later today. I was expecting it yesterday, but today is actually when it should be arriving. Chronologically, as far as like when, based on when all of my previous shipments have gotten here, they've pretty much all been on a specific date, and then the subsequent shipments have always come in that day -2. So last month, I think I got my shipment on the 15th. This is the 13th, so it should be here today. But mailman doesn't come until late, so we'll see what happens. All right, so I'm going to reposition my camera one more time. I'm just going to kind of flip the the framework over with, and we'll kind of put on these pieces just to kind of see how it looks. Okay, so I flipped this over, and again, I think also in issues maybe 35 and 36, I believe we're going to get this landing pod bay here, which is kind of like a box that's going to come out of the bottom. Actually, if I get my little Millennium Falcon out here, we should be getting, I think it's this piece, this little kind of square piece. If I can get something to point it out a little bit better. This piece right here with the little grill in it. Hope you can see that. And then this long piece. Now, I don't know what this grill is. I think that's where the other landing bay is supposed to be. But basically this piece and this piece, and then the rest of the veining, as well as more hull panels that go across the bottom there. So I just thought it would be, now I have like a little Millennium Falcon to kind of show you what'll happen on the bigger one. Okay, so I kind of forget how all of these pieces align here. So I think, okay, this piece I believe goes right here. I hope that feels right. This one should go over here. Kind of, maybe. This one goes right here. I'm not going to really put everything down. This one, it should go right here. And then this little piece, I'm assuming is going to go way over here. And he's not wanting to go down in there. But I'm pretty sure that's where that goes. And then this exhaust, this part is going to go right in here somehow. Right like that. So, let's see if I can tilt this down. Yep. So there we have it. We'll have, let's see here. Let's look at what's coming up in the next issue. Yeah, so issue 33, there's really not much. We've got the next bit of the framework, which we'll be able to complete then. And then we'll essentially have another piece like this. It's just going to go around the back. So it's going to be basically to right there, from here to right there. And then issue 34 is probably just going to be this other piece, maybe another piece of hull paneling, and probably more, another piece of framework or so. So there we have it for issue 32. Thank you so much again for watching. I don't really have any other news right now concerning the Falcon build or really anything else, but I appreciate you guys watching, hanging out with me again. I know this is a short episode, but we will be back for more when the next month arrives. So again, please hit that like button if you just enjoyed hanging out with me, if you're finding my videos informative, whatever the reason. It helps me out tremendously, and I do appreciate everybody that does that for me. And if you haven't already, please subscribe for this and many more videos. I am BradM73, and we will see you next time. Bye for now, guys.